The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new channel, here to help you see the new you. My name is Bob, and this is the Fort Project. Hi, everyone. That is a great Wednesday night right here in Dubai, UAE, as we broadcast live on this part of the world. Welcome to the Fort Project, where we talk about money, business, and life tonight right here on TNC, the new channel. 22nd day for the month of for the month of July, 2020. Welcome to another episode of the show tonight. Now, like I said, each and every Wednesdays and Saturdays on the program, we have exciting guests, exciting people, and exciting topic and inspiring stories that we're going to be discussing and talking about along on the program. Now, tonight, first things first, I'd like you guys to invite you guys to actually like and follow, subscribe on the TNC Facebook page. You can actually inbox us on the page and on the comment section down below. If you have any insights, questions, or messages, you can feel free to do so. And on Instagram, finally, we have the Instagram account. You can follow us. You can like us right here on the Instagram account of TNC, the new channel. Now, I don't want this to be like, again, on the previous episodes that we have so many things to talk about, but so little time. So I'm going to get started really quick right here. I'm just going to read a few short bio of my guest for this evening. He is a civil engineer turned business mogul. He runs several enterprises apart from Front Row, which include an important construction and supply company, as well as several light spots. As for his own adventure, he is also concert and events producer. And he co-founded FRONTROW CARES, the corporate responsibility arm of Front Row. Aside from these, he's an angel philanthropist, and he also part of the board of directors of FERRARI and MASERATI Philippines. He grew up in a business-oriented family that owns a logistic firm and a construction company. And he is also hailed as the Star Achiever at the 2018 Outstanding Man of the Year, and he was also honored as a young male achiever for entrepreneurship and most dynamic business innovator in the previous years. But before I call my guest, watch this.
The true purpose of wealth is to help others, and that is what genuine success looks like. It's not just buying fancy cars, expensive watches, or big houses, but being able to offer a hand to someone in need. I grew up in the streets of Manila. I was poor and we didn't have much. I had to fight every single day to survive. But that experience made me the man I am today.
To FRONTROW, the best company of the year.
As I work hard to break out of the cycle, I vowed to help the people around me. Now, I'm in a position to make a difference in my country. Today, I want to talk to you about the movement that we have built. It is called FRONTROW CARES, where everything is geared towards helping the less fortunate. FRONTROW CARES is the charity arm of FRONTROW, a multinational direct selling company based in the Philippines. For the past decade, we have been able to donate to more than 100 different charities and hospitals, built and renovated churches, give scholarships to the youth, and provided livelihood programs for overseas Filipino workers so they can go back home to their families. And now, during this COVID-19 pandemic, it is humbling to say that we have been able to donate over 100 million pesos to those in need. We do all this not just to help, but also to inspire and encourage others to do the same. I am blessed to be able to say that I'm fulfilling my promise as we have been able to reach millions of people all over the country. If a boy from the streets of Manila, with everything going against him, can make a difference in this world, why can't you? We are all destined to achieve wonders. It is up to us to make that step. What's your purpose?
Wow, it is my pleasure to introduce to you guys tonight on the show on TNC on the Fort Project. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO of Front Row, Mr. Sam Versoza.
Hi, Bob. Hi to all the viewers and listeners of the new channel in Dubai and in UAE and also in the Philippines and all over the world, whoever is listening. Good evening to all of you guys.
All right, thanks a lot for being here. I know you are a very busy man, and you just said earlier that you just got home from a Rizal Stadium. Teka, Tanay ba to? Kung saan?
Rizal Stadium's in Malate, Manila, where all our kababayans are wanting to go to their provinces, and our government is helping them to go back there. So FRONTROW CARES, our company, our charity arm, went there to give some help and support and some food to them, so they can go back to their families in the provinces.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's a short video, but it's very, very powerful. I did not know that you came from Sampaloc, Josefina ba siya? Tama ba? Josefina.
Yeah, I grew up in Sampaloc, Manila, Josefina Street. Yes.
So that okay. Let's go back a little bit before we talk about the juicy part of the interview tonight. Now, so you were there with obviously the rest of the family, mom and dad, but you live in an apartment, and the life is not hindi pa ito yung buhay na ito ngayon. So that's like I don't know, 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
30 plus years ago. I was born and raised in Sampaloc, Manila, actually. So we were 5 siblings, and we grew up in a small apartment. All of us, five of us, were sleeping in one room para we can makatipid kami sa electricity. So we're living in one room, one apartment in Sampaloc, Manila. So that's where I grew up, actually. So yung video, actually, Bob, na nakita nyo is the video I submitted in NAS Academy. If you're familiar with NAS Daily,
Yep.
He's the one who makes these 1-minute videos, and he travels around the world. So when this pandemic happened, he created this academy. It's a school, actually, for people to learn how to make videos, how to create content. So I enrolled in that academy a few months ago. So after a month, it's a requirement for us to make a video. So actually, medyo, diba, lagi natin tinuturo sa front row, you should always improve yourself. You should always learn new things. And in this pandemic, nag-enroll ako, and actually, it's very hard because for the first two classes, it's very time-consuming kasi 4 hours per class, and I have to attend this 1 month class para makagraduate. So I told my instructor, sabi ko, maybe I'll quit on the 3rd or 4th session because I cannot cope up because of the time allotment na kailangan. So sabi niya, no, you cannot graduate unless you make a video. Sabi niya, I'm here to help you. Please finish the course. Sabi ko naman sa sarili ko, I'm here na. And as you know, in front row, We don't just quit. We finish things and we try to do the best and be the best version of ourselves. So, yun ang nangyari. I made the video and yun yung nagawa naming video, and actually it won the best video for our class. I have classmates all over the world, from Papua New Guinea, from Dominican Republic, from Singapore, Hong Kong, from Bulgaria, London, and yun, it actually made it to the best video in graduation ko. So tomorrow, actually, they're gonna be uploading it to their channel, to their page actually, NAS Academy page in Facebook. So they're gonna upload it tomorrow.
Wow. Okay. So, did you somehow get exempted because of the video, or did you finish the whole class?
It's a requirement actually for you to finish the course. So you need to make a video and finish the course. So yun, napilitan talaga akong matutunan yung course, and I needed to learn the course, Final Cut Pro, attended the class. So after a month, I needed to finish the video. Alam mo, Bob, kaya ako talaga in-enrollan to kasi I needed to learn the language of the future. As you all know, everything's now is going digital. So everything's video content, internet, talaga related. So I need to learn. So sabi ko, although maraming editors yung front row, maraming creative team yung front row, I needed to learn para mag-guide ko sila, mabigay ko yung, kasi hindi naman ako pwede magsabi, uy, gumawa ka ng video for this product, for this campaign. I needed to learn and understand their language. So I enrolled myself and learned, and fortunately, I got the best video and graduated medyo top of the class. So,
wow! Congratulations! Now, so going back to where it all began. So, normally, kasi sir, di ba, when we are surrounded with the environment that we have, the change is medyo malabo-labo or medyo mahirap gawin. Now, why do you think, or how important is change? Because Sampaloc, Manila, as we all know, it's not Ayala Alabang, all right? So when you live there, nandun na lahat, all right? But so what actually made you think and decide na, teka, I need to get out of this. Baka merong something better than Sampaloc, Manila. I'm not saying that it's a bad neighborhood. It's a good neighborhood, but it's just that it can be better.
You know, what makes us the men we are now are the past experiences, your past, your childhood. And I'm very fortunate. I grew up in Sampaloc, in Josefina Street, and learned life at an early age. I've learned how to. Kasi I grew up with adversity, the struggle. I know how hard life is. So I was not born with a silver spoon. So everything was, you have to work hard for everything you want, even for the shoes you want, for the clothes you want. Even sa basketball, you want to be the best, not sa streets. I mean, everything, you learn everything basically where you grew up. So I grew up in the streets. Competition is talagang grabe, from playing basketball to earning money to studying actually. So that experience made me the man I am today. So I'm very grateful kasi nagkaroon ako ng hunger to aspire for a better life, to give my family a better life, to give my siblings a better life. So, laking tulong siya when you grow up in a city like that. So.
Mm-hmm. Now, the reason why I ask is because most of the people, or baka mamaya, there are some people, groups of people na magsabi, hindi kasi nag-start yan mayaman na talaga yan. Hindi kasi nag-start yan may pera na talaga yan. But like I said earlier, I did not know that you came from the areas of Manila na yun ang neighborhood. Now, do you actually believe in luck?
When I made that video, kasi I actually made that video for people to know na talagang ano talaga yung pinanggalingan ko. Kasi, Bob, everyone thinks na with all the parties I do, I bring Floyd Mayweather, I bring A$AP Rocky, I do house parties, private parties, yacht parties, travel around the world, party with celebrities. They think na tapos nakita nila yung mga cars, watches. They think na I was born na may kaya. But actually, this video will show them na talagang galing ako sa streets, sa Sampaloc. And yun actually, yun ang hindi alam ng mga tao na I've worked for the past more than 15 years para maabot kung ano yung meron ako ngayon. Kasi people think na, si Sam, ano na yan maka-baller na yan, o talagang big time na yan nung na-meet nila ako. But of course, may mga childhood friends will testify na, of course, for the majority of my life, hanggang mga 18, 19, hanggang 20, nasa Josefina ako sa Sampaloc, living there, drinking with them, playing with them, hanging out with them, and yun talaga yung pinanggalingan ko.
Why do you think that yung iba hindi
Pala, about the
transition from that situation to becoming a better version of themselves?
Going back to your questions about luck, if I believe in luck, I believe luck is the meeting of preparation and opportunity. I've been preparing all my life, Bob. I've been studying. Kasi alam mo, Bob, sabi sa akin ng magulang ko when I was growing up, anak, mag-aral ka ng mabuti kasi wala kaming ipapamana sa'yo kundi yung pag-aaral mo. Walang ibang sinabi yung parents ko kundi yun. Mama ko, papa ko, paulit-ulit. So, yun yung na-retain sa mind ko na kailangan ko mag-aral na mag-aral. Kaya nag-aral talaga ako. Sabi ng papa ko, mag-civil engineer ka. So talagang pinurso ko mag-college sa UP Diliman para maging scholar ako. Yun nga, nakagraduate ako ng civil engineer. And I've been studying and preparing all my life para when the right opportunity arrives, I'll be ready. So I've been preparing and preparing. And nung dumating yung pang opportunity sa akin, like mga maraming businesses, like this, yung front row, nung mga dumating to, I guess that's the luck na dumating sa buhay ko. So I always tell people, I always tell mga front row leaders to always prepare. It's always the training, prepare yourself. Kasi pag hindi ka prepared, tapos dumating yung right opportunity, unlucky ka. Tama? Pero
Right.
pag nag-prepare ka, nag-train ka, every day of your life, the right opportunity will arrive. And when that opportunity arrives and you're prepared, people will say that you're lucky. So that's my take on that.
You graduated top to a civil engineer in UP. Why? I think you did work for quite some time, but why did staying in the employment or corporate world is kumbaga, hindi yun nangyari? It's not an option for you, but instead, okay, maybe I'll do my own enterprise, put up my own enterprise. So why not? Okay naman ako, graduate naman ako, magaling naman ako sa klase ko. I'll work abroad, or I'll put my own construction firm or architectural firm.
Actually, Bob, it all started when my dad, kasi si dad ko pala, Bob, is a civil engineer. He's also a contractor. So all my life when I was growing up, he would always tell me, son, take up civil engineer, be a contractor, that will change your life, you'll be rich, you'll be successful. So all my life, yun talaga yung nasa utak ko. So I studied civil engineer, I finished it, and I followed the footsteps of my dad in my first 2 years of graduation. So I actually became a contractor agad-agad. Never in my life na sinabi sa akin, son, mag-aral ka na mabuti para magkaroon ng magandang trabaho. Ang laging sinasabi sa akin ng dad ko, mag-aral ka na mabuti, anak, para maging contractor ka. Kasi pag nag-contractor ka, magiging successful ka, matutulungan mo yung family mo. So, yun yung mindset na binigay sa akin ng Bob. So, I became a contractor right away pagka-graduate ko. And I built houses, mga townhouses. But then, nung time na yon, meron din ako mga several businesses like mga clubs, bars, where I go there at night, tapos 5 a.m. I go home, tapos I wake up 7 a.m. Actually, minsan walang tulog, diretso ako sa project. Medyo doon nagkaroon ng problem sa scheduling kasi I have other businesses, kasi I love going out, meeting new people, socializing. Medyo entrepreneurial na rin ako kasi I started with internet cafes, water station, hardware, tapos napunta ako sa clubbing industry, bars, restaurants, tapos contractor din ako. So doon nagkaroon ng problem sa scheduling. So I had to give up something para makuha ko yung mga gusto kong mga business. So I gave up yung construction business kasi medyo, di ba, maaraw, puyat ako. Mas nag-enjoy ako sa mga clubs and bars ng time na yun when I was young. So I gave it up and focus on businesses actually.
Now, my next question is a tricky part, okay? Some of the people may not agree, but do you honestly think that kung bakit mahirap ang isang tao, bata, is may malaking contributing factor yung parents, because like your dad, he's always saying na okay, mag civil engineer ka and you'll be a contractor kasi siguro mas maganda kita. Do you think kung bakit yung social conditioning or yung sa household pa lang yung mental conditioning is nai-stuck yung mga kids, especially nowadays, kung ano yung programming ng mga parents?
Actually, Bob, I believe in a lot of things. Like first of all, is the environment you grew up. Sometimes, like ako, I grew up in an environment sa streets na wala kaming sapatos, kulang yung pang-tuition namin, wala kaming baon. Tapos, you see your classmates, may bagong sapatos, they travel, tapos wearing nice clothes. So, kami parang, bakit ganun? So, you aspire. So, parang ganun yung nangyayari. So, we have, kasi yung mga magulang naman namin, o baka may kapitbahay ka na mas mayaman sa'yo, or mas maganda yung buhay. So, yun nakikita mo, uy, tapos may television pa. Actually, maraming factors, Bob, ang growing up eh. The environment, the what you see on TV. That time, TV, wala pang social media. So, I always see mga MTV, mga Good Life, mga rappers. So I always aspired to have that kind of life. So yun yung naging parang inspiration ko kasi kailangan mong ma-inspire bago magkaroon ng pagbabago sa pagkatao mo. Kasi pag di ka na-inspire, wala namang mangyayari. I mean, you're always gonna live the same life. Pero pag may nakita ka, uy, bakit siya ganun, tas ako ganito? I wanna have like that. Bakit yung pamilya niya parang mas nakakaluwang, hindi nag-aaway yung magulang niya. Sa magulang ko nag-aaway pagdating sa pera. Baka yan lang ang kulang namin para yung pamilya namin maging maayos. Yun yung mga kinalakihan ko kasi I always grow up tapos nag-aaway yung magulang mo, yung bahay mo kasi kulang ng pera. It's always the money. So I always talagang aspire para maging successful actually. Even when I was in high school pa lang, watching all the music videos and reading all the successful people, mga philanthropists, I always aspired and imagined myself to be like that. Yun yung actually, before pa lumabas yung law of attraction, yung The Secret, sabi nila, lagi mo lang isipin, before you sleep, you imagine yourself doing it, you always say that. Ginagawa ko na yun, Bob, even before lumabas yung book. Kaya nga nung lumabas yung book, 15, 16 years ago, na nagka-goosebumps ako na sabi ko, kaya pala nangyari yung mga nangyari sa akin kasi those are the things na lagi ko ini-imagine, ina-aspire. That's the life I've always dreamed of. And yun nga, eventually, with all the hard work, everything na binigay ko sa trabaho, time, effort, patience, I got everything na na-imagine ko nung bata ako and more.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, the interview is getting juicier and juicier tonight right here on TNC. And of course, we're going to be talking about that law of attraction because not a lot of people are actually believe and actually encouraged by the idea. So we're going to be talking about that with my guest tonight, the CEO of FRONTROW, Mr. Sam Versoza. But we're taking a short break and we'll be coming right back with more.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Back on the show. We're broadcasting live from Dubai, UAE. This is the Fort Project, where we talk about money, business, and life. Back with your host again. My name is Bob, and we would like to invite you guys to watch different shows on this beautiful channel. Of course, we'd like to invite you to watch The Big Picture with Lloyd Luna. Shares inspiring stories of notable personalities. Streams every day from Mondays to Fridays, 7 p.m. We also have HR Hotline, introduces us to the wonderful world of human resources management every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 1 p.m. And you might want to check him out. iBusiness Talks about inspiring business insights, live stream from Tennessee and Texas in the USA, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Wednesdays and Fridays, 9:30 a.m. Philippine time. Now, the Ford Project is what you're watching right now. Learn your life's purpose by turning to U-Turn. Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. And of course, we have The Home Buyer, is where you hear inspiring stories about building and owning property streams Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Now, my favorite one is Laugh and Learn Through the Puppet Stories Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. And Magbenta, Bumili at Tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace and online night bazaar live stream every Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Two leaders in one platforms every episode. TNC The Talk streams every day, Mondays at 12 noon. And of course, we have After Shift with Shito and Trisha. And of course, the Town Hall, the TNC original, and more shows coming up next coming next month right here on the TNC Facebook page. Back on the show, my very special guest tonight, Mr. Sam Versoza, CEO of Front Row International. So let's go back a little bit. How does that work? Obviously, it works for you. Law of attraction, because not a lot of people actually believes in the law of attraction. So really quick, how does that work?
I'm not an expert actually in law of attraction, but what happened to me, it was whatever I imagined growing up, whatever I visualized growing up, whatever I aspired, whatever I said when I was growing up that I would be like this and that, it all happened to me. So whatever the reason and how and why, I really don't know. Nasa the secret yan, nasa book yan, I really don't know. But sabi ko nga, wala na mawawala. Kasi when I saw my story in that book, I said, that's me. Whatever I aspired, I told my friends, I constantly work on, I constantly say, I constantly declare, I constantly pray for, I constantly visualize before I sleep. It all happened to me. From my career, to my business, to my school. You know, simula pa yan, high school pa lang ako, Bob. Every night before I sleep, I always imagine the things that would happen to me. Even me going to UP Diliman, at that time, medyo far-fetched yan kasi alam natin, nahirap makapasok doon. Tapos quota course yung civil engineering. Inimagine ko yan na makapasok ako. Inimagine ko magiging valedictorian ako ng high school batch ko. Inimagine ko talaga makakatapos. Inimagine ko magkakaroon tayo ng empire, makakatulong ko sa mga tao, matutulungan ko yung magulang ko, makikilala tayo, we'll have significance not just to this country but to this world. And that's what I'm always aspiring, and that's what's happening at the moment. And I'm not saying na totoo siya or hindi, but wala nang mawala kung maniwala ka. And sabi ko nga, it happened to me, and that's what I'm preaching, that's what I'm telling all my leaders, mga believers and followers and friends, na whatever you feel in your heart, you have in your mind, you visualize in your eyes, even when you sleep, and whatever you declare and whatever you feel, that's what's gonna happen to you and in your life. So that's
just like you said, walang mawawala kung susubukan mo. Now, what are some of the personal and business-related failures you had in the past? And how did you confront them? Na parang, teka sandali, parang lahat naman tinatry ko, lahat sinusubukan ko, and sinisipagan na ginagalingan ko. But somehow the failure is there, personal level and on a business level.
You know, Bob, I have always loved failures and adversities because that's what's gonna make you the man you are now. Alam mo, dyan nang galing yung front row. Dyan nang galing yung front row cares. Dyan nang galing si Sam Versoza. When I started network marketing, direct selling, I was offering different products to my friends. They've always told me na, hindi naman maganda yung products mo. hindi naman legit yung ginagawa mo, scam yan, hindi maganda yung ginagawa mo, civil engineer ka, bakit ka nag-network marketing, UP graduate ka, bakit ka naggaganyan. That's always been the challenge for me, and sabi nga nila, if there's a problem, there's always the opportunity. So that was the problem that I faced, and that's why binuo namin yung Front Row, Bob, to prove to everyone that network marketing is a legitimate business if done well, if run well by the legitimate and credible founders. And for the past 11 years, that's what we've been trying to do, elevate the name of this industry. Front Row has been the gold standard, maybe the platinum standard at the moment. We've been awarded as the best global company, best MLM company in Asia. We're now recognized as the best multi-level marketing in the Philippines. Tayo yung pinaka-active. We have presence in different continents, Bob, as you all know. We have office in Canada, in US, in Australia, Korea, of course in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, Fujairah, in Kuwait, in Singapore. These are all first world countries. We have 2 branches in Australia, Sydney and Melbourne. We have world-class products, FDA approved all over the world. Now we just got approved sa Qatar. Good news yan, Bob. We're gonna open in Qatar, in Taiwan, in Hong Kong. So there's no stopping in this mission of ours of elevating this industry, of showing the world what Front Row is all about, the products, the mission of helping people, changing people's lives. So yun yung gusto naming, that came from the problem that I had before, na sinasabi na hindi maganda yung products, hindi maganda yung ginagawa mo, baka pareho lang yan ng mga narinig namin na mga scam. So ito yung lagi naming pinuprove. That's why ine-elevate natin yan, Bob. As you all know, naglabas tayo ng online platform, which is yung Front Row All Access. Even before this pandemic happened, even before all the businesses shifted to digital, we already did that before this pandemic, Bob, as you all know. We launched that noong February. Bob, we're living in a world ngayon sa pandemic na 3 business ang magbo-boom for the next 3, 4, 5 years, which is, first of all, e-commerce. Secondly is health and wellness and beauty. And third is work from home businesses. And these 3 businesses is kung ano yung ginagawa ng Front Row. This is what Front Row is all about. Sabi ko nga, maraming negosyo nagsasara, maraming trabahong nawala, maraming industry bumagsak. Pero itong negosyo natin, itong Front Row, is all in these 3 categories. Kaya the future looks bright in Front Row. Sabi ko nga, we just got approved in Qatar and we're gonna open in Qatar. We're gonna expand more in Nigeria, in LA. Marami pa tayong international offices na bubuksan. And doon mo makikita kung gaano kaganda yung business na kahit may pandemic, kahit may mga mahirap magnegosyo ngayon, yung Front Row keeps on expanding and helping more people. That's why nga, Bob, now, maraming ginagawa yung Front Row. This is to prove to everyone na Front Row is here to stay. Okay? We just did the largest indoor event, the largest event actually in the history of the Philippines. Hindi na MLM eh. Alam mo, nagkaroon tayo ng Philippine Arena event last November where we filled it with 55,000 people, with all the big names in this industry, all the celebrities, all the believers, all the top leaders, for more than 10 hours, Bob. Imagine mo, from Regine Velasquez, Vice Ganda, Gary V, Catriona Gray, Jessica Sanchez, Ann Curtis, and many more, Kuya Willie Revillame. All the big stars from different networks came together to proclaim the mission and the goodness of Front Row, what it does to the country, what it does to the community. And I'm just so proud of what we've achieved for the past decade. And we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to help more people, to be of significance, not just in this country, but to the whole world. And thank you to all the believers and to our supporters. Of course, there will always be naysayers. There will always be some trolls and negative people that will bring you down because pag lumalaki ka, Bob, alam mo naman, marami gustong bumagsak. Bumagsak. At sabi ko nga, nung maliit tayo, napalaki natin yung front row. What more pa ngayon, nasa iba't ibang continents na tayo, Bob. We're not just helping Filipinos, but other nationalities as well, all over the world. So I'm just proud of our leaders. I'm just proud of what we've achieved, what we've done, and I'm excited for the things to come in the future.
Wow, sounds good. Great. Now, before I throw in the next question, my next question, let me say hi and hello to the beautiful people on the Facebook Live in the comment section down below. These are the people all the way from Dubai, UAE, Samperaha, May, Pasqua, LeBron J, Stephen Opher, JC, Gel or Junior Tax, Gel Exala, Alvin, and also Janald Angelo. Who else? Raymond Soria, Christopher. We have Mary Grace, Vince, and Rosario. Good evening to you guys, whichever part of the world you are watching this Facebook Live. Sir, you want to say hi to anyone before we actually move on to you? You good? You okay? You having fun?
I'm good. I'm enjoying this interview. But I'd like to give a shout out to everyone who's listening and watching this video. Hi guys. Hi, Sampareha. Welcome back. Pabalikan ng Pilipinas yan. One of the front row members na nauna, Pioneers of Dubai, is now coming back to the Philippines. So makikita namin yan. And to all the OFWs or Filipinos watching in Dubai or wherever you are right now, I hope you check out Front Row. Check out what we're doing. Check out our products and join the movement. Actually, so.
Now, with this level and magnitude of success that you have in life with the Front Row Cares, and some other businesses that you have, ang tanong is, nare-reject ka pa ba, sir? And how do you actually treat rejection?
Alam mo, Bob, and to all the listeners, Front Row distributors all over the world, or even people na not part ng Front Row, I just want to share na everyone gets rejected. Even me, right now, alam mo, I still have friends who are still negative, and I don't know kung ano ba yun. I mean, you can't please everyone. And ako, my mission is just to share the good news of Front Row, to share the goodness of the products, and to help more people actually. So those negative people, those rejections are just fuel for my desire to work harder and prove to them that sayang, pinakita na namin kagandahan, hindi mo tinanggap, sayang. And yun yung fuel ko para mas galingan pa, mas gandahan pa, mas mag-expand pa, mas marami pang tulungan, and mas marami pang baguhin buhay. Kasi alam mo, Bob, these are the things minsan na makakapagpabago sa mga desisyon ng mga tao. Na dati, they are non-believers, but when they learn that their friends or classmates or neighbors became successful or gumanda sa mga produkto man lang natin, gumaling sa mga produkto natin, or ginagamit yung mga cosmetics natin or soaps natin, they become believers themselves. So that's what we continue to do. Continue to help people, even not front row members, even non-front row members. Ngayon, Bob, a lot of people are becoming or wants to be part of the company because nakikita nila yung Front Row Care. Very active. Very active and ever since before this pandemic, with the Miss Universe partnership, we've helped, sabi ko nga yung video kanina, we've helped a lot of charities, institutions, 100+ charities. We give money, build churches, help OFWs, give scholarships. And now, nung pandemic, ewan ko, documented naman lahat yan, all the hospitals that we've helped, institutions. And up to now, we've been helping all over not just in the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and all the major cities. We've given away lahat ng pangangailangan ng mga kababayan natin. Even yata in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, nakita ko in Singapore, basta kayang tulungan ng Front Row, we're gonna extend our hand. Ngayon, we help yung mga taong stranded sa Rizal Stadium. Libo-libo sila doon, Bob. Kung makikita mo lang yung mga pictures and videos, libo-libo, tinulungan natin ng Front Row. Last week, maraming jeepney drivers na nawala ng trabaho, tinulungan din natin yan. Marami, mga depressed areas. Si Direct RS Francisco, continues yung feeding program niya for the poor and para sa mga gutom, yung RS kontra gutom. And I'm so grateful na lahat ng mga efforts natin is being recognized by different what do we say, these mga institutions have been giving us awards, recognizing all our efforts, putting us in the top 10 of contributors and mga philanthropists at this time. But as I've said, all these awards, all these achievements are not the goal for us, the Direct RS. The goal really is to just make a significance, not just to our leaders, but to our community and to our country. That's the goal.
Talking about social responsibility. All right. Now, this time we're going to be taking a short break. But when we come back, we have another surprise guest right here on the show. So please do stick by. It is a rainy Wednesday night in the Metro Manila area. Back on the show right here on the Fort Project, where we talk about money, business, and life. Your host, Bob, this evening. Now, as you all know, I have the CEO of FRONTROW International tonight, Mr. Sam Versoza. But tonight, we're also going to be bringing in a special guest. All right, the creative director of FRONTROW, and he's one of the top leaders, speakers in FRONTROW, and a member of Millionaires Club in FRONTROW. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Gab Valenciano. Yes. Clap, clap, clap. All right. Welcome on the show. Welcome to the show, Gab. How's everything?
Bob, thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor and a privilege to be able to be beside for Sam, but at the same time to be able to be featured in your show. I've heard a lot about you from all the presentations. I've heard a lot about you from how you started and everything. And I just want to say something. Props to you, man. Super props to you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, this goes out for the to the both of you. Yung sinasabi ng matatanda and the Filipino culture na masama yan kasi hindi ka nakokontento. So, who wanna answer first? Being contented kasi 'di ba? Ganun eh, 'di ba? Yung buhay ng Pilipino, masama yan pag hindi ka nakokontento. So, what can you say about that, both of you?
Okay, so for me kasi I do a lot of mental health, mental wellness talks, right? And a lot of people always ask me, Gab, you went through this thing in your life, and how did you make it? Now, I'm gonna say something that's maybe a little bit controversial, but in reality, as human beings, we actually never make it. Why? Because as human beings, like you said, we don't ever get content. We always want more. So let's say, for example, one time this girl said, "Hi Gab, what do you mean you never make it?" Sabi ko, "What's your dream in life?" And she said, "I want to have a family." Okay, let's say you achieve that. Nagkaroon ka ng family, you have kids, what if one of your kids pass away? What if one of your kids die? Yung perception of making it now is, oh my God, I thought that this was, life is supposed to be hard, and then one day it's all butterflies and rainbows. And no, the only way you can be able to really, really be fulfilled is to be able to understand how to be content. So contentment and fulfillment, how does that happen? You look at your life, and I think this ECQ and this whole, pandemic really put things into perspective for a lot of people. You look at your life, you look at a lot of people that are suffering all over the world, hundreds and thousands of people. And you tell yourself, I'm alive, I have a family, my mom and my dad are healthy, my brother, my sister. At the end of the day, I can wake up the next day and I'm breathing. A lot of people are thinking about what they're going to be eating later. A lot of people are going to be thinking about what can I feed my family. So it puts things into perspective. So now, for you making it, a lot of people say, I want to be rich, I want to do this, I do that. Okay, fine. But when you reach that, you're going to want more. And then you're going to want more. And then you're going to want more. So for me, being able to find fulfillment is to look at your life and say, teka lang, I'm really blessed. I'm really content with my life. And I think I'm going to mag-segue lang ako, I saw that in front row because for me, success was a very different thing. I grew up in a very different family. So when I saw the leaders like Sina Emil, Sina Richardson, Sina Mark Anthony Cruz, all these people, and I saw where they came from, how they started, and how they were able to overcome. I told myself personally, and I said 2 years ago, I said, this is how I want to succeed. This is how I want to be remembered. I don't want to be remembered na Gab Valenciano or whatever. I want to be known as someone that, at the end of the day, went against the flow, didn't fit in, stood out, and made a difference in their own way. And that's what I got mainly from Toronto. And that's why I joined Toronto, pretty much.
Wow, great story. Sir Sam, contentment.
Contentment. Alam mo, Bob, totoo lang. This is the first time I've thought about it while Gab was answering your questions. And I thought to myself, alam mo, Bob, from my experience, people are different. Like Gab is different from me. You probably, some people have their opinions on contentment. You have to be contented. You have to be like this. You achieve your status already. You have to stop or whatever. For me, as long as you're doing what you love, as long as you're happy, why stop, right? Like for me and Direct RS Francisco, this is our passion, this is our mission, is to help more people, to help the needy, to help the less fortunate. And we cannot help these people if we stop working, if we stop doing business, if we stop striving to be the best, if we stop actually earning. That's basic. So we have to do certain things for us to do the things that we love and what makes us happy, and as you've showed kanina, for us to do what our purpose in life. So ako, for me, I cannot be contented. I just have to do whatever I'm happy. I just want to do my passion. Just want to do my mission in life. And for me to do all this mission, passion, and what I'm happy with, I have to strive. I have to work hard. I help more people. I have to build businesses, to be the best in this in different businesses, for me to do the things that I love. So I don't know where contentment comes in that in that in that scenario. So for me, ang contentment ko is probably in my family, having a nice family with my kids. But with regards to my purpose of helping other people, uh, for me to be doing my passion in life, I need to work hard and do business and be the best in those businesses. So,
I'm gonna interrupt.
Yep, go ahead.
We had a conversation, and I asked him, Sam, when is helping gonna be enough? And Sam asked me, threw a question at me, and he said, Gab, how many people will be needing help from now till the day we die? And I couldn't give him an answer. So he said, that's your answer. So to be able to help people, to be able to impact people's lives, I think that for me, that's his contentment, that's his fulfillment. Which is what the same thing na parang for me, ganun din yung contentment ko. Kasi when you die, di ba, when you die, you're not going to be able to bring anything except for your legacy, except for what you did in this world that made it different.
Somehow it clicked when you guys met with the same vision and the same maybe personality. Now, given the situation of both of you, you've been through a lot. Now, why do you think? Because I see this on both of you. Why do you think that quitting is not an option?
Okay, so one of the biggest reasons why Sam and I got close, like 2 years ago, we met, and we met multiple times, and one day we finally really sat down and talked. And we come from very different backgrounds, right? So Sam comes from, he explained a while ago. Me, Bob, it's very easy for me to say, I went through a lot, but I will never understand the concept and the the idea of me not knowing my future, right? So, because at the end of the day, I can turn around to Mama and Papa and say, "Hey, Dad, Mom, I need help." That's the truth. But when I met him, okay, and my mindset of success was always, I have to make an impact. Like, of course, my dad, Gary V. I have to, be able to do this, which may never happen because there's only one Gary V, and I'm super happy that there's only one Gary V. So my concept of success was very skewed. It was very, I read the States and I did this and I did until we met, until front row, until I, even your story, I always see your story in so many presentations, right? Like I told myself, I said, yo, this is something that I feel, is something that I can identify with because we come from very, very different backgrounds, very different. And for me, kasi I grew up with my parents always. My dad is the UNICEF ambassador for Goodwill for more than a decade. So my dad always had that mindset of, son, if you have, you give, right? If you live today, you give tomorrow. It's always about giving. And so, I think one of the main things talaga is the fact that I was able to identify, even with you, I've seen your videos, I've seen, Mark's presentations and everything. And for me to be able to see that and for me to be able to identify with that is something that I want to be part of.
So Sam, quitting, it's not an option. I see that in you.
It's actually, for me, kanina sinabi ko, Bob, different strokes for different folks. Magkakaiba yan eh. But for me, I always teach our distributors or the people I teach na you should always find your passion. You should always find your purpose. Because it's your passion or your purpose, mahirap talaga yan eh. You want to be the best athlete, you want to be the best singer, you want to be the best dancer. If that's not your passion, makikwit ka talaga. So ako, lagi ko sinasabi, find your passion. Kung hindi mo siya passion, you have to love what you do. Yep. Ako, Bob, I'm gonna tell you, I have other passions. But I've learned to love what I do because kailangan. Kasi naniwala ako na ito yung magbabago ng buhay ko. Ito yung tutulong sa pamilya ko. At ito yung daan para mas marami ako matulungan mga tao. So, minahal ko yung ginagawa ko. Hindi ko siya passion nung simula. I'm a civil engineer. I love basketball. I love sports. Pero napunta ako sa selling. Napunta ako sa inspiring people, sa coaching. And minahal ko siya throughout the years. Pwede mo pala siyang mahalin. Isang bagay pwede mo mahalin pag ginusto mo kasi alam mo may purpose ka. At pag minahal mo kasi itong mga bagay na to, mahirapan ka mag-quit. Kasi alam mo, pag ginawa mo to, may mangyayari sa'yo. At pag ikaw nag-quit, lahat ng pangarap mo, lahat ng gusto mo mangyari sa buhay mo, pag nag-quit ka, walang mangyayari. So, yun lang yung option eh. Hindi siya mahirap piliin for me kasi mahal ko yung ginagawa ko at ma-achieve ko yung gusto ko. Pag ako nag-quit, malabo. So, hindi siya option for me. So, yan ang lagi kong sinasabi. Para hindi mag-quit yung tao, kailangan passion mo yung ginagawa mo. Kung hindi mo man siya passion, kasi alam mo, Bob, I've attended so many speakers, coaches na find your passion, find your passion. Alam mo, in my case, I didn't find my passion. Kung ano yung napunta sa akin, natutunan ko siyang mahalin. Natutunan ko mahalin yung ginagawa ko kasi kailangan ko siyang mahalin, kailangan ko siyang gawin. Different strokes for different folks. Yung iba nahanap yung passion, si Gab, magaling sa directing, magaling sa dancing, talented. Ako, hindi ako magaling sa selling. Hindi ako magaling dati sa pag-coach ng tao. Hindi ako mahina ako sa leadership. Mahina ako sa public speaking. Pero dahil kailangan ko siyang gawin para matulungan ko yung pamilya ko, makatulong ko sa ibang tao at maiangat yung sarili ko, minahal ko siya, ginalingan ko siya, at ginawa ko siya. Kaya hindi ako nag-quit. So,
And
that's,
Bob,
yeah.
when people say, Gab, parang hindi ko na kaya, parang, you know what, I only ask them one question. What is more painful than failure? Regret. That's the most painful thing. I would much rather fail 100 times than regret 10 times. Because you look back and you say, I can't believe that, it didn't work out. I tried my best, but it didn't work out. Okay, on to the next. That's better than saying, teka lang, what if I strive maybe a couple of weeks more? What if I strive a couple of months more? That's more painful. And that applies to everything, whether it's professional, whether it's personal, whether it's relational. It applies to everything. So I always ask them that, what's more painful? So if you can keep going, if you still have breath in your, just keep doing it. Because at the end of the day, the light is at the end of the tunnel. You will reach it if you keep walking.
As much as we would love to talk to you and you give tips and tricks and advice of how to become you guys nowadays, as we gear towards the end of the show, top 3 ingredients of becoming successful.
For me, faith, family, and relationships. So I have like this triangle where faith, of course, God always comes first. After God is your family. And after that is your relationship, your loved ones. Why? Because all these things can't be bought. You can't work hard for this. You can't earn it. My weakness, and like what Sam said, we all have differences. And my weakness is when I'm struggling with something, I can't do it on my own. So I had to fortify, I had to strengthen my circle. I had to understand that my family's there for me, that I have good friends. Sam, I consider him one of my brothers. And these are the people where when everything is falling down and everything is crumbling, I can run to them. Why? Because a lot of people that are successful and a lot of people that are at a place where you look at them and you say, wow, grabe siya. A lot of them are not as fulfilled and content as you think. Why? Because they saw the journey, they saw the destination, but they didn't take time to appreciate the journey. And the journey is everything. The journey is from failures, from heartbreak, from pain, from meeting new people, from getting betrayed and everything. But at the end of the day, and Bob, I'm 32 years old. I've been married before. I've been through, it didn't work out and everything. But I can say that the most meaningful people that I've met was after 29 years old. And that's almost 3 decades in this world. So that's my triangle, faith, God first, every time, and then it's my family, and then it's my loved ones, my friendship. And then work will follow, because at the end of the day, di ba may saying nga ako, parang money can be made and lost in an instant, but relationships can be lost forever. So you always have to value relationships first.
All right. So God, family, and relationships. Sir Sam, 3 main ingredients for you of how to become successful in this life.
This, Bob, I'm going to share to you and to all the listeners out there. This is coming from my experience, from all the businesses, from all the struggles, from all the adversities, and everything I've learned in life for the past 30 plus years. First, Just like what I've said a while ago, you have to find your passion. And if that's not your passion, what you're doing at the moment, you should love what you do. Just like what I've said, if you love what you do, hindi ka basta-basta mag-quit, hindi ka basta bibigay. Kasi napaka-importante na mahal mo yung ginagawa mo and gusto mo yung ginagawa mo para hindi ka bumigay in the long run. Because, you know, getting your goals or your dreams is very difficult. Mahirap siya, guys. If it's easy, everyone will get their goals. Pero it's really hard. That's why, pag mahirap siya, alam ko dadalang ka sa hirap, pero pag mahal yung ginagawa mo, hindi mo siya basta-basta iiwanan, hindi ka basta-basta mag-quit. That's the first one. Second is patience. Yung patience, Bob, this is yung pinaka nakakalimutan ng 99% of people who wants to achieve their dreams. People want to get their dreams in short time. Gusto nila quick fix, quick rich schemes. Walang ganun, Bob. You know, before FRONTROW became #1 in Asia, it took us how many years? A decade. Diba? People see yung results, but they don't see the work. So, you really need to have patience. Alam mo, millennials, whoever's listening, or even yung mga Gen X, ito yung pinaka-important for me. Alam mo, lahat ng FRONTROW, sinasabi yan, hindi ito pabilisang patagalan to. Kung sino yung mga pinaka-nagtagal sa negosyo, sa trabaho, o dito man sa FRONTROW, sila yung naging successful. Diba? Yung mga nagsasabing walang nangyari sa akin dyan, hindi ako naging successful. Nag-quit ka kagad eh. Tumigil ka. Kulang yung patience mo. Kung ako ba, nag-quit ako nung first few years ng FRONTROW, nung hindi pa kilala, nung hirap pa kami, nung hindi pa kilala yung products namin. Pag nag-quit ba kami, tumigil kami direct RS, magkakaroon ba ngayon ng FRONTROW, the best MLM in Asia? Hindi. So, I've always tell people, do this business more than 5 years. Stay in your company, whatever company you are right now. Stay in your company. Be the best in what you do. And eventually, you're going to be successful. And the third, after patience, is have the purest of intentions. Meaning, bakit mo gustong maging successful? Why do you want to get your goal? Is it pang sarili ba? Is it just the money? Is it just for the fame? Kasi I believe na kami, naging instrument kami ni God. Sa amin pinadaan lahat ng blessings, Bob. Kasi probably God knows that we have the purest of intentions na kami ay instrument lang ni God na pinadaan sa amin whatever blessings that He gave us for us to share to more people. So those are the 3 things na gusto kong share whoever's listening right now. Passion, love what you do, patience, and purest of intentions. 3 P. Hindi ko lang nalaman. So 3 P, always remember that. And yun.
Well, it's very very insightful to have you guys, both of you guys, on the show. Now, before I let you guys go, you have shows or things that you guys want to plug in. Go ahead, please.
Definitely, of course, si Sam just launched his Facebook page. So nakaka-excite yun because we're working on that. We have so much content coming up. Ako, di ko pa pwede sabihin, Bob eh. So I have a show coming up. I'm directing it on TV5. Hindi ko lang masabi. But that's coming up within the next 3 weeks. And yeah. Ako naman, just here, FRONTROW CARES. As long as kaya namin tutulong kami, Bob, and tutulong tayo. You're part of FRONTROW. Kaya nakakatulong yung FRONTROW CARES because of all the distributors all over the world. I'd like to thank all of you. Thank you for being part of our FRONTROW family. Thank you to all our business partners. Ako, tsaka si Direct RS Francisco, Richmond Yu, Kerwin Yu. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Walang FRONTROW kung wala kayo. And thank you to this channel. Thank you, Bob, for inviting us and letting us share our wisdom, our experiences to everyone who's listening at the moment. And I hope kung yung mga nakinig, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or maybe an hour, may napulot ka sa amin dalawa ni Gab. And hopefully, ma-apply mo sa buhay mo para sana, and I pray, may mabago sa iyo and sa pamilya mo and sa buhay mo. So again, maraming salamat, Bob. Maraming salamat, TNC, the new channel.
All right. They can. You can actually follow them on social media. Look it up on Instagram and, of course, Facebook. Sam Versoza and Gabriel Chano. And again, guys, despite the very very busy schedule, thank you for being here on the show. So stay on the back stage before we actually really end the program. But thank you guys for being here on this episode. There you go. My very very special two guests on the show. First time two guests on the show. And of course, like to hello and say thank you to the people who presented to us the show. Puzzle Box BPO. This is sponsored by the Manila Times, Step Back, and of course, POPS or Philippine Association of Professional Speakers. And this has been Bob, your host of the project, where we talk about money, business, and life tonight on TNC. Until next time, good night.